Everything just shut off. I don't know why. Moving on.
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry. Don't worry, the traveler. Thank you.
Try to speed through this part.
So let's pick up.
Next up is the third line.
We're speed learning this.
Then what about Kaya?
You think there's something? There's the tone deaf bard.
Acting grandmaster, for example. Also,
White lines are... No, we're the one.
Rosaria doesn't. Oh, Kale. You probably haven't met. I thought maybe a lot of people might have given him. That's why I.
Rosaria.
I can definitely.
She's a tough.
In that case, I think so.
True. Oh, and Paimon also nominates.
I've also got.
Alrighty, right.
Wait, there's one more person.
Huh?
Yep.
Yes, him. Truth be told, he swore that he.
Timaeus has a
Yes.
Well, who is?
I've never met her. All I know, since we're on the top,
but how can we help?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it any good?
Sounds like a no. Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends.
Lisa, perhaps?
When
maybe Kale.
Oh, of course you do. I'll put. I prefer.
Alright then, please.
Well, do we have to ask? It is. Also, I thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Okay, here we go. What?
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
Capable Kale and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
Okay, I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this.
Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
Why the secrets I did have to be a big secret? Okay.
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there. Stronghold? That's an, interesting word to use. Maybe den? No, that's even worse. How about layer?
Oh, so we're just gonna, alright. We're just gonna hang out with Secros and Kale. No, that's the door. Lisa.
Here we are, Lisa's lair. Oh no, that was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault. Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
Sucrose. Kale. What are you doing here?
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Oh, please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Like, those hurt.
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Kale and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
So they told them the prophecy and all the information they had.
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
Yep.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul.
Yep.
And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Kale, she'd never known happiness or youth. But things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes, we came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
Yep.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you describe fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course.
There we go.
He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that.
Yeah.
I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Okay, right. Being federal to Sequels and Kale. So back to me and Paimon. I ain't really did much of playing the game. I'm just sitting here enjoying the cutscenes. This is basically a let's watch. Now, honestly, I'm not complaining really. I love watching the characters interact with each other. 'Cause they remind me of me and my fucking friends.
Guess we'll leave Kale and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Maybe I should change that team up a bit. Wait. No. This one. I'm coming through the back way. Do I have to go into this? No, that's supposed to. I can't see. Oh.
Nice! Just as we hoped! There's a load of people here.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Even Lisa's here.
That's all the people we were looking for.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
It's
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
There are so many awkward introvert characters in this game. My people. Hi, Mika. Good to see you again. Hello, Mika. Nice to meet you. We ain't gonna be no formal friends.
I look forward to working with you.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windbloom. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
Gosh,
Why?
that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like Sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for now. Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there. And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Oh, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
Got it. Kale, please follow me. Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there.
Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too. Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies. The girl with the long scarf.
Kale, we were just talking about you. Ah, right. I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here's a Knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes. Kale, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yup. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them. Amber! Sorry, At least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me! I'm saved! Secros is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yep, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
Are you okay, Kale?
Was it that obvious?
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
There we go.
So that means it was obvious.
Poor Kyle.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day, I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. I'm no Amber, and I never will be. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so... weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
The girl stopped at a place with some lovely scenery. Oh, okay. Oh, I have to press something. As the breeze picks up, Kali tells her life story. From her childhood to her recent recovery from Elazar. She's
I
like,
already knew bits and pieces about her.
that was
Still,
a lot.
why did she have to go through all that?
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And, I mean... You've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself. Oh.
See?
I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
God, this is deja vu.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then, maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time I get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windbloom.
Your Tetra... what?
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Deja vu.
Aw,
Deja
look!
vu.
They're enjoying the scenery together.
Deja vu.
Shall we go play with them?
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kale needs someone that's just not the same old me.
Oh, I'm back. Okay. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. What did I say?
Animo test 6308.
we didn't have to do all that. It didn't have to be like that.
Star Snatch Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
Help! I beg you, please don't let go!
To my... Oh, Azaria!
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look. Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
Greetings, everyone, and happy Windbloom Festival.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you'd have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But you still came up here anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
God.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windbloom Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
Yeah, because it's just convenient that I got to run to the people I'm looking for.
So all we'll need to do is
nothing.
find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox.
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her.
We don't care.
No one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Yep, we don't care.
Oh, you saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
Okay.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
All right, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Bye for now, everyone. Try to stay safe.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
And since I'm already up here, I'm pretty sure you grabbed the ones you was gonna grab. You know. I'm pretty sure you grabbed the... Who are you? Who are you? What do you want? What are you doing here? Who the hell are you? What are you doing here? Master Grove pays me to protect his youngest. Okay? To get paid double, I have to stay put and keep my mouth shut. Look at them. Oh! Oh! Oh, so you're the bodyguard for the lovers. Okay. I'm still taking these flower stuff. I may need them. Stuff and things. I'll touch the ground. Sally, you got this. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh my god, these guns are so good. You never know what you may need. And we have infinite pockets. Did I? What the hell? Did I not activate you? Let's change that.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Aim it up. Oh. Okay. Okay, so y'all gonna try to. Okay. Fine. I got all my elemental archers. Very good. There you are.
Behold, the Prinzessin der Vertalon.
And then. Got you.
What are my orders?
Hey, there's some...
Hey. Hey. What did I do? I did the thing, but what the fuck did I do? Bruh. Are you serious? Bruh.
We're way behind schedule.
Fine then.
Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
Let it rain.
Now what's the point of me doing that? Okay, no. Alright, screw it. I'm going to the beach. Fuck it. I get sidetracked so easily. I'm changing the team back.
I can do it.
This is the faster way.
ensure your safety.
And boom. What's good?
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us. Welcome back. Did everything go well? Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Kale got a splinter.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you want to get dinner? Your treat.
Alright, I guess I better go get Paimon some food.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Who are you?
Sounds like a plan.
Are you gonna be Hondu's crush?
Did you hear what happened?
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one.
Hear that? Sounds like more pouring out of my wallet.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry! And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself.
Mm-hmm. You realize that you two are ravenous. Until you stuff your faces.
Ooh, Paimon is super full.
Feels pretty good just to relax and take in the scenery.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
Really?
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Oh, we're just legit
enjoying the scenery.
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Should we order something for you?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here. I shall take you up on your kind offer another day.
Really?
There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future.
Really?
Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
What kind of good news?
Behold!
It looks like a paper with a simple map. Something like
What is
indication
it?
on it.
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However, if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends.
You want me to wait for everybody once they get down? Alright, I'll wait.
Then it's settled.
I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you. Anyway, see you later.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Yeah, I'll be right
Excuse
back.
me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet. Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink?
Drinking today, but thank you for offering. Who are you, lady?
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
Interested in it?
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon, so I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy.
I'll let you know when I find you.
Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. I hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
Alright. I love your eyes. You're important because you got that.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends.
Hey, Rosaria.
I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt.
Hey, bruh.
Good day to you, miss.
I'm pretty sure that homeboy's crush. No. Nah, we just gonna knock all this out. 8 to 12. But that's small. Alright. Chaos control.
It's time! It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench!
Alright.
Hey, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Alright.
Nice work!
Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
The Academia?
Hey, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon!
What?
Great timing! We got a lot of letters in the mailbox.
Nice work!
Well, the real work has...
Okay. Let's just look at the clue board then. About the flower that's not of this world. Okay, tomorrow's letter. Okay, after a conversation the other day, I went over the prophecy wording carefully. A flower that's not of this world sounds more like a mystical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of this world, its existence cannot be perceived. However, if it can be perceived, it will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all the plants in the world, and I dare say that no one could make such a claim. From this perspective, you can even think of some word plants as potential candidates for this answer. A beto. A flower that's not of this world doesn't sound like an existing species or something crafted through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should think outside the box. After reviewing what I've learned over the years, I have now reached a conclusion. Seacrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't yet decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my own conclusion right now. We can discuss this in detail when we meet, and I hope everyone else will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then. Okay, a long way to say to be continued. Seacrose. It feels strange to insert a letter into a mailbox that I made myself, but I did find my answer. At first, I thought that a flower created using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world, according to the prophecy. But after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemical products might fit the description better. So I arrived at my conclusion: a clock in the shape of a flower. A long passage of life brushes past. There we go. So I can move this up and down. A long passage of life brushes past the timepiece, leaving flaring petals in its wake. The last 2 years stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward. So, okay, that was the Barbados letter. Yeah, okay, this was the bad mess. Attached this list of rare plant species, I've added a short description to each entry, and I hope you can find your answer within them. Best wishes to you tomorrow. Alright, and okay, we read those 3. Next, a guide who will never get lost. Mona. No one can confidently say that they will never get lost, but as long as their wish is to guide and help others does not waver, they will become a ship that can traverse the waves of eternity. I don't believe any definition before, right? I didn't perform any deviation before writing this letter, but I have a feeling that I will witness the truth behind the prophecy together with you all. I will witness. Okay, I did read that right. So if you need me, just call me at my place. I'll be there. Mona. Okay. Minutes later. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to scroll a little bit. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Before you came to me with this prophecy, it never even crossed my mind that I'll be a part of this. Well, as you all know, I'm probably the last person you'll think of when it comes to guiding others. I still have a long way to go, and I'm still trying to figure out how to peacefully coexist with everything in this world. But if you're asking me about who can be of help, my friend Frischel and her friend Mona, the strategists, are both very knowledgeable and brave. I say they'll probably be the ones you're looking for. And that's my answer. Wishing you all good luck. Okay. Amber. Guide is too grand of a title for me, but I love to be everyone's friend. It's something I think I'm good at. And I'm an attentive listener. So do let me know when you feel lost. To use in an allegory, I'm like a torch out in the wild that will help illuminate everyone's path, so as long as it continues to burn bright. So you hide, well, you don't hide, but you're in the darkness. You're working through the darkness to brighten the light. Okay. Everything written below is not meant for Kale. Everything written below is not meant for Kale. Hey, Kale, if you're reading this, please turn away. I've been worried about Kale lately. She's recovered from her illness, but she still doesn't look all that cheerful. It feels like she still has some things she can't let go of. Allow me to write down my wish here. I hope that Kale can uncover the secret behind the prophecy and find her happiness. Wherever she is and whoever she becomes, I'll always be her friend no matter what. We're not the saviors and the saved, but simply good friends. Mika. I hope this letter finds you well. I didn't expect to be asked such a question. I didn't expect to be reading this much. I only know how to guide people in the geological sense, but on the journey of life, I'm still a lost kid who needs the guidance of others. But upon seeing your question, I immediately knew what I can help with. I tried drawing a map showing the vegetation distribution from Mr. Termari and Miss Kale, as well as a dragon spotting calendar from Mr. Sino. Both are attached below. Oh, I wasn't done reading that. He had more to say. In the next few days, I will need to patrol within the captain. I will need to patrol with the captain and draw maps for Miss Lisa, so I can only support you with my well wishes. My apologies. Please forgive me. I hope the map and the list will be of some help to you, Mika. 3 other letters. Those who would never lie. Let's get it. Sino. I done read a goddamn book. You are correct to assume that I seldom lie. This has to do with my upbringing as a desert dweller. As a desert who has been living within the academia since my childhood, my unusual identity makes it hard for others to trust me. And it would have been harder still if I was not honest. As a result, I learned to talk less and speak no more than what is necessary. Uncovering the secret behind a prophecy may come with its perils. If you need someone who will never lie, I can join you. Alright, Sino. Rosaria. I must make one thing clear first. I am not someone who will never lie. After hearing your question, I thought I thought about many things in the past and earnings, and recall my many occasions upon which I lied. I often make up excuses to avoid choir practice. I also tell white lies too, sometimes to make myself happy, and other times to allow myself to give up on some struggles. Hitting kinda close. Hitting kinda close. The nicest lie I ever came up with is the one I told Farka. Oh, that I didn't want to stay in Mondstadt. I didn't want to stay in Mondstadt. Barker responded with another lie, and that was his advice to me. Your current abilities are not suited to live beyond Mondstadt's borders. Alright. I can't be the answer to the question, but I suggest that you consider that never lying actually means what never lying actually means. Does it mean to never deceive, or to never lie with ill intent? It's a pity that I'm not the one you're looking for, but I believe that someone who meets the requirements will turn up. Good luck, Rosaria. I didn't read saw signals. Razor. I figured Razor would be short. I asked my teacher Lisa to write this letter. It's much better than ones I wrote. Many thanks. I don't lie. I trust you. Come to me when you need me. I will always be there for you, Razor. Alright. 3 other letters. Now a legend that never ends. This is never ending. Lisa. Legends were created by humans. In that sense, no legend endures forever, and all stories must end in regret someday. Damn. Alright. But as long as a good story lives in people's hearts, it does in some way live on forever. That's the conclusion I come to after years of reading anyway. Best of luck, cuties. Lisa. Clee. Mom writes travel guides, but she did have friends who wrote fairy tales. So Clee's heard that a story is art that spends their whole life writing will always be a good one. Clee's heard that writing will always be a good one. Okay. Kale. I think a legend that never ends should be a story filled with hopes and dreams. It works like a beacon that passes on from one person to the next, offering something meaningful to everyone that it touches. I was once greatly encouraged by such stories, so I think I'll be going with this answer, Kale. Alright, that's it. So I had to read them all first. I probably knew had to look at one of them, but I read them all. What's good?
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Sino. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively pass from one person to the next.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Okay.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, Timaeus! What brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Huh? This is kind of sudden. Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-R?
What about it?
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Really?
Wait, so Ying-R is the girl from Liyue that Sucrose mentioned earlier? We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-R the whole time?
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-R's heart.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-R?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well that Miss Ying-R is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windbloom Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-R to Mondstadt. But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-R's love if I'm so selfish?
Oh,
Wow.
Timaeus.
And
Wow.
that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Ying-R?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person. I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie.
Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three.
Well
Okay,
then.
Paimon will do the honors. Ahem. We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Damn.
Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name, too.
All right. We also have Klee.
That's me!
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Have you figured out your answer?
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
I need to put more work into Albedo.
Me too.
Because every time I see him in the story, I relate to him so much.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Oh, yeah, you should be nervous.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried, too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
According to the prophecy, once we've figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Oh, we know something about that.
We got it.
What?
Our friends with gods, okay?
That's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Alright.
This is it. We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
Oh, that's 800. Oh, we teleported down. Here we go. I still know how strong I am. Like, it's been so
According
long
to the map,
since I did win.
it should be somewhere around here.
Like, it's been,
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
it's been so long since I used Animal Traveler. So long.
Aww. I don't see any lanterns here. Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Exactly. Manty's note here says that we should look up and seek the answers from the sky.
Paimon's reading too. Huh? It says to look up. But there's nothing above us.
And for the one, this book says, now you shall recite the incantation. I'm gonna take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat. So much won't be vent here. You just want me pulling up?
Look! Look! The wind is blowing!
Yep.
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
I gotta go to that fallen island, that wannabe Angel Island.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Here.
See ya!
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
See, Spider-Man was my ancestor. I was safe.
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Asking all them questions.
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good thinking, Kale. Huh. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats.
Exactly.
Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms. But I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
Is it El Hag?
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Shadow gonna think it's El Hag.
Never mind.
What
It's
do you
not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world...
You can do it, Sucrose.
Then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Kale, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
God, that's beautiful, Kale.
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait! The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing!
Huh?
But all we did was submit a bunch of test answers. I think it goes based off the person. It's not whether or not what you said is true, but the meaning behind what you're saying, if that makes sense. Pretty much it's evaluating your character, like the Soren had.
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, all right.
Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
Yep.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Like philosophy.
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
Who are you, lady?
There's someone else here?
Who are you?
We meet again, traveler.
Pretty eyes.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Yep.
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Oh, I caught it!
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Oh,
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Aunt Alice, I'm here too.
Yep.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Rainbow and just
Miss
Alice
Alice,
Day.
why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story. Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
There's smallness.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhine-daughter, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Nikita. Yeah, Nikita.
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world, and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the maid who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh.
I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom! Todoko says bye, too!
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Wind Bloom again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day, many, many years ago, that Jay tied the knot. Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windbloom Festival to the fullest.
As fades and nothing glows dim, it becomes just a regular piece of decor. I need to press a button. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon shadow begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders and returns to Mondstadt.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
How else would you gonna get downtown? Oh, I mean, I guess that would work. Wait, where am I supposed to be going? Oh. I got all the way to Mondstadt? Are you damn near? We on a journey, fam. We are on a journey. So I got stamina for days, pimpin'. I'm not gonna make it that far though. I may make it past that tree. I'm decent. Not decent. Deceleration. My descent is a lot faster than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, I did guess that right. Yeah, I'm gonna make it just past the tree. What's up?
Windblade! Yeah!
Why the hell am I trying to run it all the way over there? Teleportation.
The academia. What happened this time?
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, you know, let it out.
I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just, a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your minds. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the Supreme Blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windbloom Festival Special Ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Wait.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like... this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
She pulled up.
Huh?
She pulled up.
Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar, but how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't,
I swear.
Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Well, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
Yeah, good for them. Are we done here?
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy, and you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt.
Oh my god.
I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
Oh my god.
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once. All with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best. They're really having a great conversation.
Oh my
Paimon
god.
can't even find a moment to join in.
Job Core. That's all I'm gonna say. Job Core. The one that needs to hear that message, when he sees it, he will understand.
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my wind blooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
Ah, Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
At the small sparkling cloud, then pulsar test hope, and this is in the air marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind.
Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, and now it flew away.
Okay.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tighnari! Cyno!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Oh. But this was, yeah. Okay, I'll take it.
Cyno wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Anytime, anywhere.
Knock him
Bruh.
off his high horse.
Bruh.
Wait! I've got something to give you, too.
Okay.
Huh?
After this.
Holly has a gift for
Bruh.
us?
Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windbloom Festival. I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tighnari, and Cyno. During Windbloom, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tighnari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Whoa, are these really for us?
Thank you, we really appreciate it. Or I can just go score. Oh, it's Kale. Be nice to
So,
Kale.
are these your chosen Wimblums?
Mm-hmm, one of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see
should
that
build
cloud over
Kale.
there?
She's your spirit animal.
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Ooh, that's a pretty bag. Oh, you gonna be right here? Oh, you wanna go?
I quite like my new card back. It goes perfectly with my deck. I take it you've also received your card back?
Mm-hmm.
Want to use it to play around?
Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, I got shit in my deck. No, I don't. No, I don't. Let's get it. Closing lineup. I gotta see who you pulling up with. Okay. 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 You about to get clapped. This is a long ass on the screen. But my man, you about to get clapped. Why is this super blurry? There we go. Okay. It's gonna be a minute before I use you. So push you back. Bet. Score.
Let's go out and play.
Let's get it. Alright. I can work with that. I mean...
Your penance is due!
I can't really do that. Should I set up first? Okay, first we'll do this. I can attack now. Then next turn, write that out. So this will turn from 3 costs to 2 costs. So it'll be 3, 4. Yeah, I should be able to pull that off. Not if you use all my goddamn fire. Wait. I don't have the dice for it, cause 3. Wait, yes I do. 3, then 1. Then it'd be 2.
Surrender!
Yep. Then 1.
Fire hazard!
Futile!
Then 2. And end my turn. First, we're gonna play this. Bet. That's why we played that first. That is why we played that first. Exactly. I should do that first. Work where, yep, we're going out. We're going to switch. Yep.
Just sharpen my spear.
And I got 4 now. So I can play 1 card. We'll have to play this. Then we do this.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
And that's
Get out of here!
my turn. Yep. And my turn. fine. Yep. Eventually, all y'all gonna be covered in fire. Bruh.
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale, reporting.
Okay. That's a play. That's a play right there. I won't be able to do a damn thing. I'm gonna be leaving myself wide open to an art. What do I want to risk this? I have one left over. But if I switch from anybody else, they won't get wiped out. Alright, risky plays. Risky plays. Very risky plays.
This ends now.
It may.
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up!
Ah! Okay. There's just so much fire shit. Just so much fire shit. Come on. Please. Please give me some dendro. Hey. Hey. Yeah, I can work with that. I can work with that. Oh yeah. And I got them. I'm about to fuck you up. Oh, I'm about to. Ooh. Now, who gets this? Who is getting this? Actually, I should give it to Yomiya. Wait, what does you do? Oh, normal attack. Yeah, this is Yomiya. Yep, go on ahead, put that on. Alright. Next, we're gonna whack them. We're gonna whack the shit out of them.
Hi! Ow! Out of the way!
That's okay.
No!
That's okay.
Like this.
That is okay.
Don't get cocky.
That's okay. That is okay. Yeah, that is okay.
This is
Tit
just
for
my...
tat.
Good judgment call.
Tit for tat.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
I'm still here. So I want him to start next turn, though. Because they're going to end their turn. Yeah. We're going to play it cool. Yep. 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 Now we are going to unload. We are going to unload. This is about to be disrespectful. Dice, you are trying to fuck me over. Wait, no. I need, yeah, good. Yeah, I just need fire. I just need fire. And I'm starting. Oh wait, let me. Yeah, I need to try to hear you. No, you. I wish this would kill you.
Here come the fireworks!
Hi! Burned too brightly. Just sharpen my spear.
I'm hurt.
Nice and spicy. Go!
All right.
Burn.
I lost. I lost. Okay. I lost Kale too early. Once I lost her, that ruined my burn setup. That was a misplay on my part. I think I got all the stuff for the event, right? Yeah. I completed the full event. These are just for later. What I did with the story? I'll have an message later, so no. Listen. Later.
Today's recommendation is
Bye, Kitty.